Hi everyone, I'm Steve Baker, President of Union Gas. For the 7th year in a row, we're very proud to be the signature sponsor of the Chatham-Kent Amazing Race in support of the United Way of Chatham-Kent. This year, 24 teams raised over $64,000 and had a whole lot of fun doing it. As a company, we've taken a leading role in the Amazing Race since it started because we truly believe in giving back to the community in which we live and work. This year's sponsorship covered all race day costs, meaning that 100% of all the dollars raised by the teams went directly to the United Way. As we all know, the United Way does some great and vital work inside the community. They support over 22 programs, services, and agencies, and they touch more than 103 people inside our community. As they have in the past, our employees at Union Gas have pitched in many ways to support the race, doing everything from helping plan the race to making sure that the race day runs smoothly. This year, Union Gas also fielded one of the teams in the event, and not only did the Union Gas team raise the most in pledges, but the team of Mike Packer and Mark Isherwood also donated back their prize voucher to the United Way. The Amazing Race is a huge undertaking. It literally involves hundreds of people and months of planning to make sure that the participants have a safe and fun time. And I want to thank everybody who was involved in helping put the race day together and making it such a success. You all did some great work for the United Way, and now the fun part, you get to check out the video and see just how much fun people did have on race day.
Hi, I'm Dean Maharan, Publisher and General Manager of Sun Media Publications in Chatham-Kent. Sun Media is very proud to be a supporter and sponsor of United Way in Chatham-Kent. One of the biggest events that the United Way does is the Amazing Race. It's a concept that they took on a few years back and they've done a great job with it. This year I believe they raised over $60,000. We had a couple of staff members that participated and I know they had a great time. I'd like to congratulate all the participants from the Amazing Race on their efforts this year, and I'm sure that next year's one in 2013 will be even better. The United Way provides services and for Chatham-Kent, the people that we believe is just untouched by anybody else, and we are proud to be able to continue to support United Way and all their efforts. We congratulate you and we wish you all the best of luck for this year and for next year, and I'm sure you'll continue to be successful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. April Reeddyke, Director with Chatham-Kent Public Health Unit, and this was our first year participating in the Amazing Race as a sponsor, and it was a wonderful experience. So a great opportunity for our staff to get together, do some team building, come up with the activities, and form their real plan as to how they were going to present health unit services and the programs that we offer here and incorporate that into some really great challenges that the racers participated in as part of our health unit program. So it was just a great opportunity, like I said, to support the United Way, to be part of a wonderful event here in Chatham-Kent that also showcased our entire community, and we look forward to the next Amazing Race.
On behalf of Integris and Corix Utilities, our private investor, we're pleased to support the United Way in the Amazing Race. Once again, this is a great event, something that we're very pleased and very proud to participate with. And you know, all the funds here go to United Way here in Chatham-Kent. Fantastic to support this community. Good luck to all the racers.
It's the morning of Saturday, August 18th. Participants in the 2012 Chatham-Kent Amazing Race, event organizers and members of the public have descended on St. Clair College's Thames campus. This is the start location of this year's race, the culmination of months of planning from several dozen volunteers and fundraising by the 24 teams. Participants have arrived just before 8 a.m. They're receiving their final instructions from race organizers and picking up their team packages. reviewing their maps and other materials, looking to gain any possible edge over their competitors.
Wet naps for my granola bar.
Shortly, they'll be embarking on a day-long adventure, visiting many of the municipality's communities and competing in dozens of activities, all vying to be the winners of the 2012 Chatham-Kent Amazing Race. There are some veterans here, and they're armed with experience, which is likely going to take them a long way. Some new faces have also taken up the challenge with fresh perspectives, new schemes, and enthusiasm. But which two of these 48 racers will outwit their competitors and claim victory? While satisfied with the third-place showing in last year's Amazing Race, the team of Lady Luck is determined to claim first place in this year's competition. They're pumped, skilled, and once again ready to test their luck. Scrambled is also a team with previous Amazing Race experience, and they've figured out the secret to winning, not following Leanne's directions, ever. We'll see how they make out. Shortbread is at it again for a second time. Not satisfied with their second-place finish last year, these ladies are ready to make pound cake out of the other teams and taste sweet victory. The Tilbillys hail from the small town of Wheatley. Just kidding. These crazy girls from Tilbury took part in last year's race. After getting bumped out halfway through the day, they're looking for a much more positive result. The team of Skip and Chip met skipping rocks at the local curling club and chipping golf balls on the links. These guys are moving to another playing field, testing their physical, mental, and charitable abilities. The mighty midget kickers are an explosive combination. Meeting while pursuing kickboxing, they become fast friends and they're hoping to kick butt. Matt-tastic squared, yep, two guys with the same name and the same competitive swimming background have joined forces to create a fantastic name-sharing dream team, the likes of which Chatham-Kent's Amazing Race has never seen before. Simple Solutions consists of two good friends and co-workers. They have determination and they're prepared to tackle any obstacle that stands in their way. Radioactive is entering the Amazing Race as a way to learn and experience all that Chatham-Kent has to offer. Well, Radioactive, your wish is about to be broadcast loud and clear. The KGB, aka the Kent Goat Boys, operate from an obscure farmhouse in the village of Wabash. Dean leads the operation with a small herd of goats, while his trusty sidekick Scott provides moral support and the odd goat call. Team Soccer Chicks coaches the Tyke division for the Tilbury Storm. These outgoing ladies have passion and can strategize, which could be the winning combination in this year's race. Seed Girl and the Suit come armed with their wits, bizarre costumes, and a love for all things Chatham-Kent. This dynamic duo will stop at nothing to save their beloved community. Bickering until their late teens, the Soul Sisters are now best friends. They enjoy long walks on the beach, horseback riding, and watching sunsets, but not necessarily together. Peace, love, and soul. With a working knowledge of finances and the county, Team BMO Business as Usual has also a willingness to eat anything. They have a fearless attitude invested in this competition, and they hope to come out on top. Equipped with competitive personalities and commitments to fitness and health, Creek Connection is always up for a challenge. They believe they have the necessary skills to be the top team in this year's competition. Leveled by a house of cards in last year's race, Seabass and the Chicken are back, and from playing cards to greeting cards, they're vowing revenge on all cards that dare to cross their path. Since meeting on the baseball diamond 2 years ago, Lickety Split have been playing on the same team, and they're looking forward to exercising their competitive sides. Friends since childhood, Team 2/5 share a competitive spirit and a strong sense of adventure. They also share a love of softball, traveling, and the Detroit Tigers. The other guys, best friends for over 10 years, hope their competitive nature, energy, athleticism, and determination translate into a win. Tep's Family to Family has a sibling-like dynamic. A laid-back attitude and the ability to multitask could be the right combination to be victorious in this year's race. The Ram-charged Wranglers have been a tag team in the automotive business for many years, and they're always up for a challenge. This team feels like they have the drive to win it all. Where's the Beer Cart anticipates that their athleticism will give them the edge that they need to win. The only thing standing between them and ice-cold victory beers are 46 other competitors, but this brew crew is up to the task. Trixie's Trigger is back, and they're hoping that the third time is the charm. They're also hoping a little friendly competition with Where's the Beer Cart is the fuel that drives this powerful female duo to an amazing race victory. And I'll Have Another has a combined 50 years of experience living, working, and playing in Chatham-Kent. They're looking to put their knowledge of the area to good use, and if they're not in the finals, you can find them having another. Teams are placed into 3 groups based on the amount of money raised from their fundraising efforts. The first group of competitors is given their first clues of the day and move out ahead of the others. The second group receives their clues and promptly head out to try and close the gap, with the third set of teams bringing up the rear. Police Scanner is the first task of Crash and Burn, a set of 3 challenges at the St. Clair College Healthplex. Teams are required to find license plates listed on the page provided. They then have to record the maker, model, and color of each vehicle.
PCRZ?
Yep. YEJ?
Volkswagen Jetta. Gray.
702, Gary?
The vehicles have been scattered all over the campus parking lot. Once the sheet is filled, it's to be brought back to the judges for verification so teams can receive their next clue. Teams are having to travel to the farthest edges of the parking lot in order to find the necessary plates, a time-consuming exercise. Some racers are methodical, walking with a sense of purpose in order to locate the proper plates and vehicles. Some racers are choosing to work together and compare notes, completing their challenge more quickly. Once all the vehicles are accounted for, teams head back to the Healthplex. Inside the Healthplex Gymnasium, teams gear up for their next challenge, Twisted Bandit. Both racers are required to stand on an ordinary dish towel and flip it from the white side to the flour side without their feet touching the floor. If they step off the towel, teams have to start again. This event is timed, so teams have to make quick work of the task, but how they get there is interesting. Simple Solutions look like they're at their first high school dance, trying to figure out who's going to lead. Where's the Beer Cart choosing to get up close and really personal to complete their task? Skip and Chip turn to the judges for clarification on the rules of the game before proceeding ahead with their challenge. It looks like they're onto something.
Where's our passport? The freaking car.
Can you bend down?
But Adam gets into an altercation with balance and gravity and loses.
Sorry.
Take 2.
Try this again now.
Got it. Easy.
BMO business as usual, taking care of business and adopting a technique from Where's the Beer Cart to move ahead in the game. Where's the Beer Cart decides to give up on the up-close and personal approach for some interpretive dance. But it's Seabass and the Chicken who seem to be having the toughest time. Lucky for them, help comes in the form of 2 women half their size. Lady Luck sharing their know-how and assisting Seabass and the Chicken to avoid having their gooses cooked.
Except you guys have an insanely huge feet, so that's not. No, that's not. Hey, you're gonna want.
It wasn't pretty, but they do manage to get their next clue. The Police Foundation circuit rounds out the events at the Healthplex. One racer is given the task of completing the Police Foundation circuit. They're guided through the course by a judge. Failure to complete the challenge in 2 minutes will result in a penalty, and the racer will have to run 2 laps on the track located above the gym. Once completed, participants will be given a clue to their next challenge. The team of I'll Have Another demonstrating some great enthusiasm for the push-pull machine. Trixie's Trigger opting for the slow and steady approach. And Where's the Beer Cart demonstrating the agility of a fish thrashing about inside a boat gasping for air. But it's Radioactive that really give it their all. Despite obvious height limitations, Lisa Smith attacking the wall with determination.
You can do it, come on.
I didn't have a problem with that except for the wall. But I mean, I'm only 4'11". That's only, so you get somebody who's 6 foot. There's a big difference between them getting over the wall and me getting over the wall.
Lisa finishing strong with a great showing on the push-pull machine, marking the end of our time at the St. Clair College Healthplex. Teams head northeast to Toonstra's to complete 2 activities, the Card Shark and Slot Machine Challenges. Teams first head behind the building where they're met by 2 kiddie pools containing 50 decks of playing cards. The objective is to find 7 specific cards and to place them in the right sequence. The proper card order is located on signs facing away from the challenge area.
Look like this? Yeah. There you go. 7 of diamonds, Queen of Hearts. What do you want me? You want me to run in front of the card?
One racer must stay with their piece of Bristol board while their teammate searches for the cards they require, but they can only remove 1 card from the pool at a time.
What do you put them in order? 10 of clubs, 2 of hearts. Go find 2 of hearts. 2 of what? Hearts. And 10 of diamonds? Yeah. Ready? Go. Yep. Drop the card. Oh, drop the card. And another one. And another one. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Oh, yeah. Now I don't remember this. Here. Right here. I'm on your
Once all 7 cards are collected and placed on the Bristol board in the proper order, they then present it to the judge and head inside for their next challenge.
There you go. Have a good day.
Inside, teams are greeted with banks of slot machines. Each team chooses a machine and plays 20 spins. If a team accumulates 100 credits, Toonstra's will donate $50 to their team. Someone needs to tell the Soul Sisters they're not actually at a casino.
What's your team name? Soul Sisters 14. You say Soul Sisters. And how many credits? 58. Okay. Yeah. So he's going to sign your board. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wait.
The excitement of the slot machines is obviously still with the Soul Sisters as they try to determine the location of their next challenge.
Okay, right? You're right. Well, we live north, but yeah. I thought we live south. Well, South Bucks is down the road from us. Well, I mean, still south. Okay, I guess. Make a wish. Okay, make a wish. Let's make a wish. I feel like we need a wish. Do you know where we're going? Yeah, you can't say a thing, can you? I know. Well, I'm not going to ask you to tell us, but do you know like where the next stop is? You have been instructed to not speak, and you're doing it well. Good job.
Melanie and Rebecca do manage to make it to the Wish Center, the site of their next set of challenges.
Yeah. Good job, Mel. Oh, last one's here. Oh, but it's okay.
Even though they're one of the last teams to arrive, all the teams have breezed through the morning's challenges and they've had to wait. Despite a hold-up, there are some positives, like bathroom breaks.
The benefit is there's a bathroom break if you need it. Yes. Very, very beneficial.
I was really We were in the zone.
We were in the zone. I was ready to throw elbows.
Cut people out if you had to. I know, I got it.
I'm out for blood today.
She's fierce. She's fierce.
After the short pit stop, teams line up based on when they first arrived, and they're given instructions on their next set of challenges.
And then at the green tent, they will direct you what to do. You need to bring this back. Make sure you check back in with the judges on your way out.
In Glow Germ, competitors apply germ lotion and then thoroughly wash their hands.
Just put it underneath? Look up top. Oh my god. Okay, and then go down.
After washing, their hands are inspected underneath a black light to see if any germs are still lurking on their hands. Once they're given a clean bill of health and they're germ-free, teams take their turn at target practice. Teams have to toss balls at a series of targets with healthy and unhealthy items posted. Participants must knock down only the unhealthy targets. If any healthy targets are hit, teams have to complete a detour.
Car seat challenge?
Yes! Okay.
In the car seat penalty, teams have to properly secure Sally and Susie in their respective car seats.
You tighten it up a little.
Where are we going?
That's cabbage. This one.
Some teams also need to match healthy foods with pictures of those same foods.
Oh, yay us! Are we right so far here?
You've got 2 right. 3 right.
Oh.
Good enough?
Brushing one's teeth is easy enough, so we've thrown in a wrinkle for this challenge, adding a blindfold and their partner into the mix.
You brush good.
And it's kids' tutti frutti toothpaste. Is that yummy? We didn't do the nice adult mint.
Makes you want to brush your teeth.
I'm gonna barf. I can smell the freaking bubble gum.
Perhaps the easiest task of the day, finding the right recipe to eliminate a viral disease. Because really, who doesn't know how to eradicate polio or whooping cough these days?
I do all of them? Nope.
Once teams complete the required penalties, they're given their next clue.
This is the clue. Don't take it. Just read it.
The children's village in
Some teams are lucky enough to get a little extra from the challenge.
At the last event, we were at the Wish Center. We had to put really bad germs all over our hands. And they wouldn't tell us what kind of germs. I don't want to know because I had got some on my leg and I didn't wash it off and now it's rather itchy there.
We had our left turn signal on and you turned right. That was confusing.
Teams are directed south to the Chatham-Kent Children's Safety Village, a place to fuel up, to discuss the morning's previous events, and to strategize.
I think the morning run was pretty hard, I guess, when your body's not used to exercise. So yeah, I think the morning was pretty hard running around looking for license plates. So.
And then trying to remember playing cards and the sequence that they had to go in. That stumped us a little bit, but we got going.
We're in the back. I think we're like 4 behind from last place, so not as good as we'd like.
I think we breezed through brushing Mark's teeth. Like that was pretty easy. He's got the cleanest teeth in Chatham-Kent now.
First time all day. Well, we took a little look at the sheet as we had to sign in here, and we're teammate, and we're about 8th place right now. So
that's pretty good.
Sitting pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty happy with that. We started in the last group, so.
Horrible because we got to the Wish Center, 2 teams started running up and I was like, they're not ready for us, so they didn't do anything, but they needed a time slot, and I was like, oh wait, you need a time slot, run, and I was like, I felt horrible, so I owe them a favor, so if I see them and I know something, I'm going to tell them as an apology.
Good idea.
Because I felt bad.
I'd be interested to see if we have to get on little tricycles out here.
It's different. This is our, 3rd or 4th stop on the race, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, we're in a better position than we thought we'd put it that way.
And then it's off to the next set of challenges, also known as Matter of Time. Teams have to complete 5-minute-to-win-it challenges. With baby rattles, contestants have to transfer gumballs from one 2-liter pop bottle to the other. Skip and Chip, the first team out of the gate, hit a snag.
Broken, it's glued together.
seems Adam Vandermeer doesn't know his own strength. After a short break for repairs, teams are back at it. Once complete, teams need to get to their next challenge using an unusual mode of transportation. In this case, the human wheelbarrow.
A little further. Oh, come on. Right there. Good. Okay.
With the bobblehead challenge, each racer wears a headband with a pedometer attached. They each need to register 50 steps in less than a minute.
Ready? I'm ready. What do we do with it? Gotta bounce your head so you get 50 steps.
Bounce your head to get 50.
Bounce? Like, just nod.
Go.
No extra points are awarded for style, but we salute these fine bobbleheads with this montage.
Oh, it's me, that's headache.
Some more.
How long do you have?
How long are you doing?
Then it's a piggyback ride to the next challenge entitled Don't Blow Your Kings.
Okay, I'll do just one or both of us do it? Both. Okay. So
4 kings are face up underneath a stack of cards, and each racer has to blow off the top cards to reveal the kings.
yes.
Oh, I can do that one.
I take 3 of this one.
Are you allowed to drop?
Can I help her?
Yes, no.
No, I'm good. Okay.
All right.
It's then on to moving on up.
And this minute-to-minute challenge is called Moving On Up, and they have to take them one at a time from the bottom to the top, and they want to get that blue cup back in circulation to the bottom where it started, and they have 1 minute to do it.
If they don't do it, they get an incomplete and a penalty.
Like this?
Yep,
Oh,
just like that, until your red one is back on the bottom again.
Oh.
Good catch, good catch. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. See that dexterity in action, yes.
I don't drink it right out of a red cup like this.
Once the cups have been cycled through, teams have to crab walk to their final activity at the safety village, the always entertaining egg roll.
It's not good on the wrist.
Teams need to move their eggs across the asphalt and into their respective target areas by fanning them with an empty pizza box.
Gotta stay in the box too.
As you can see, it's not as easy as it looks.
You're getting it. That's good. You stayed in there. Good job. Okay, that's staying.
Teams have some difficulty getting the hang of it, and the task did leave some participants a little scrambled.
15 seconds.
And a walk off the course in 3-legged fashion concludes this portion of the race.
Turn it down. So lost. It will amaze you.
Yeah, so me and my partner here, we did a little bit of research before the race, and we tried to come up with some possible locations, and the maze kind of stood out in our minds, so we're glad to see it on the clue. That's where we know we're going now, and we happen to print out maps of the maze, so we know which way to go.
All that research and initial planning would pay off somewhat, but the KGB, or the Kent Goat Boys, were a little too efficient.
Oh, right on, buddy.
They, along with Skip and Chip and some other teams, arrived at the Thamesville Corn Maze before it actually opened. After the brief pause, the teams were back at it, ready for their next challenge, the aptly named Lost.
You're required to find 2 white corn cobs, one from...
Patience, focus, and a great sense of direction will serve teams well. as racers need to find 2 corn cobs with a specific color. The cobs are located in 5 buckets hidden throughout the various parts of the maze. Although they have the benefit of a map, finding the right colored corn cobs and keeping track of their location is proving frustrating for some racers.
They keep following us. Absolute dead end. Oh, this sucks.
I am 100% sure we're right here. Okay. We need to go up. Okay. Let's follow you.
He said it was just a dead end though.
Unless we're down here, and that would be that, right?
Once they locate the right colored corn and find their way out, it's onto the corn cannon, always a crowd favorite. The task is easy enough, right? Take your cob, shove it in the cannon, aim, and fire. Not so. Many teams are having difficulty with their aim.
Go, go, go.
But Shortbread makes short work of the corn cannon. And not to be outdone, the other guys find another way to hit the target before moving on and reminiscing about their time at the corn maze.
Hit the ball! Yeah! Wow! And that's up. Running through that maze, we ran the same course 6 times. Finally, we just looked at the map.
Yeah, that was. We looked at the map, passed the same people trying to get in as we were trying to find the exit. As they just came through the exit, but we still didn't find it. We went to the bridge, what, 4 times?
Yeah, that's a little disheartening when you see the guys on the bridge. Aww. You think as soon as you see that straightaway, that's the exit, man. That's the exit.
Yeah, and you start booking.
And then I look up and I see you guys. Oh man, is there more than one bridge?
After the maze, teams are heading east to the Tecumseh Monument and back in time to 1812. There, teams must complete 2 of 4 games from the era.
Hey, how you doing, kids?
Up first, cup and ball. Participants have 10 attempts to get a wooden ball into a wooden cup that is attached by a string.
Okay. Now practice for 2 minutes.
What if we get it the first time? Can we?
Well, no, because you're just practicing.
Okay.
6.
Oh! Mel, good job! Oh, good job!
Okay, are you ready? Yep, obviously. 1. Do it at the same time. 2. 3. 4. 5. You had it. You did it once, so you should be able to do it again. 6. Oh, there you got it. Okay. 1. 2. All you have to do is get 1. Either one of you. 3. 4. Up. You got it. Here, I need the sign. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 1. Spread out this bit so you don't hit. Yeah. 1. Go ahead. 1. All the way to the center. 2. 3. 4.
Let's practice.
5. Why don't you start over with the crossbow?
Yep. Got it.
Got it?
Got
Okay.
it. Start here. We're done.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We're going to the crossbow.
Yes, the crossbow. Racers have to channel their prehistoric hunter-gatherer instincts and fire a wooden toy crossbow at a target.
Close counts, go! Let's go! Get the arrow. Sorry. Shoot, brother. I'll let you shoot.
Oh! Why this thing here? You want to shoot me?
How many tries? Or?
You get unlimited. You have to hit the target.
Beautiful.
One person can be the runner to get triggered.
Perfect. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. You got her, Otter. This way. Down. Down. Go.
Got it.
Good. Good job, Mel. Awesome. Thanks.
She right here.
Good job. Good. Good.
Let's not forget about the fun of the Wimmy Diddle game. Teams need to get a propeller which is attached to one of 2 pieces of wood to spin both clockwise and counterclockwise by rubbing the pieces of wood together.
Just practice. Just practice. Okay. Okay. Left. Yep. All right. You did it. Okay. I need the pen. I need the pen. Thank
Lady
you.
Luck having little trouble with Wimmy Diddle, but that's more than can be said for Matastic Squared and the Hooky Contest.
So we have a notch in this part. We've got the elastic on the end. And the first thing I'll tell you is this is a trick toy. All right, so let me see.
Okay, your challenge is to figure out how to get that on and snap it. And you've got 2 minutes.
But pay close attention. There's a trick to it.
Just remember, there's a trick to it. There's a trick to it.
Got it.
It's a trick.
This is tricky.
You don't say.
It's a trick. I want to tell you, 6-year-old kids have figured this out.
Oh, that's not good. Is it with this? No?
Think of what I said. Hasn't got anything to do with the elastic. Oh, you're giving him too big a hand. Well,
That was the only tricky thing about it.
We're sure there's got to be a trick to it.
okay, we're counting down here. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You have to show us that.
Okay, you want to know?
We're dying to know.
It's because it's a trick, because I never said the elastic was inside. I'm just snapping it.
What? And there you have it. Teams close out the morning with a trip to Uncle Tom's cabin in Dresden. Here, racers need to clock in for lunch. One member of the team assists with the loading and firing of a musket.
Just a little bit. Oh, that's more than enough.
Oh, I wanted to shoot that house over there.
And now you just bring it back up this way. No, you just bring it down. Bring it down.
Okay.
They must have misread. Okay, and hold it away and just pour
all of it.
All of it down the barrel.
Not us. Number one, the 2 girls.
Okay. Now, okay, just drop
they were
the
right
paper.
behind. We started it.
Oh, I'm sorry. And put it up to your shoulder.
No,
This punch clock has a little more kick than others.
That's right. Yep. Just trigger. But good to go.
Woo! I guess we're here. Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Skip and Chip is the first team to arrive.
We're sitting pretty in first, so I guess right where we hoped we'd be, but not really where we thought we'd be.
Yeah, I'm feeling muscles I didn't know that I owned.
Part of it is being early to the challenge, being in first. It allows us to not have to wait in line for other people. Obviously the corn thing, we got lucky with that, hitting it second shot.
I do not recommend crab walking with a clipboard stuffed down the front of your pants. I don't recommend doing that. It's uncomfortable, and
You managed.
I did.
managed.
You know, I trooped through it.
Yeah. We did really good on all the minutes. We didn't have any penalties, so that certainly helps when you obviously get lucky.
We were lucky at the corn maze. We were
got the shot first time.
Shot first time at the corn maze, so I think we were the only team to do that. So that's pretty good, and yeah.
Doing a lot better than last year at this point. Last year at this point we were in 15th.
15th place at lunchtime, yeah.
So pretty happy with that. We find we're going into the events a little slower. Instead of being rushed through everything, we're taking our time, reading the clues and working our way through it instead of just rushing through everything.
Yeah, we rushed through everything last year. It was, excitement, first time and everything. Yeah. And thank God there's been no eating, no roast meats. Yeah, well, yeah, thanks. But no, yeah, not surprised as of yet, because it seems like it seems to change from year to year, and so we're just gonna take it as it comes.
Well fed and their batteries recharged, the 12 slowest teams are gathered together and given some news. They're still in the race, but they're being sent to Tilbury, where they'll try to complete 2 challenges in the quickest amount of time. The fastest team will rejoin the lead group later on in the race. It'll be the end of the road for the other 11 teams. The top 12 teams are given their first clues of the afternoon and told to wait for the signal. Or not. We'll catch up with this group a little bit later. But first, we'll hitch a ride to Tilbury with I'll Have Another.
Clue number 12. Go to the land between the lakes in Ward 1 to where you will find the rescue heroes.
Rescue heroes?
Yeah, rescue heroes. Too bad the help center is closed. You could have asked them for directions.
I don't know if any of you guys are...
Teams arrive at the EMS base in Tilbury for Medic Mania. They're given an overview of the challenge, a paramedic relay by the professionals. Then they're on their own. Racers first have to properly administer CPR to their dummy. It's good to see most teams have this down pat. It's then on to Section 2, where they have to drag or carry Rescue Randy to a waiting stretcher and strap him in. Team scrambled, having some difficulty with Randy, and their patient care leaves a little to be desired. Teams have a hard time raising the stretcher to the proper height before being able to wheel their patient through a series of pylons. And most are opting for an assist on this particular task.
Oh, they make it look so easy. 1, 2, 3. Do we have help? Do we have help? Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. One, 2, 3. All right, guys, go.
But Simple Solutions is making it look, well, pretty darn simple. Once the participants are finished weaving their dummy through the pylons, they have to properly load the patient and the stretcher into an ambulance, marking the end of the challenge. Racers now have their opportunity to burn their competition with Fire Me Up. Teams are again given instructions on the challenge, and one at a time, they put on full bunker gear and head out onto the course. Navigating through a series of pylons, they then grab their hose and squeeze their way into a culvert.
Most of us do that with a pack on our back. Okay, you're good, guys.
You have a hunch? There you go, good work. Not flat. You gotta get your helmet on, get your helmet on. There you go, good work.
Go.
Once through, these firefighters-to-be take aim at 2 targets. The final part of the challenge is to put on an oxygen tank, hurl a hose over their shoulder, and head to the finish line. The team with the quickest combined time from the two challenges gains re-entry at the last stop of the race. And for now, we'll keep that a secret. After lunch, the top 12 teams find themselves at Civic Square in Wallaceburg for Step Up, a sort of dance-off where teams first have to learn a dance choreographed by Debbie's Dance Studio. Debbie certainly proving that some teams have 2 or 4 left feet depending on how you look at it. Once teams have the dance down pat, they then have to find someone to teach it to and have the individual perform it successfully before the teams can move on. Who knew people of Wallaceburg had all the right moves? But for Tep's family to family, finding a dance partner is proving to be difficult. Brian heads down James Street.
Oh, over here.
How was the dance?
Oh, excellent. I don't have it down, so I'm hoping that he has it down.
They'll need to find a dance partner first, and Chatham-Kent's finest aren't going to be found guilty of committing any dance crimes.
Come on!
And this gentleman also takes a pass. But Danielle does manage to convince a young lady to join her on the dance floor. When they get back to the park, volunteers give them some unfavorable news.
You guys are eliminated.
Eliminated?
Yeah, you guys are done for the day, yeah. Yes.
That's it? Okay,
Way to front your person, though. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Not far behind is Team 2/5, and they're lacking some sense of direction. They're supposed to be heading to Tim Hortons on the south side of town. Instead, they head west and get lost before finally asking someone for help.
There's Tim Hortons. Okay, look for a route flag, because I think we have to go to the one that's by the Oaks, though.
Excuse me? Do you know where the Oaks Inn is? Oh my gosh, this is the hotel that's right on that freaking, that's way down here. I have
right when
in.
No.
Yeah, we had to
That's
go
why
like
I said right when you come into Wallaceburg.
right when you come into Wallaceburg. Sorry.
By the time they're back on track, they're the last team to arrive at the location of their next challenge, and they're eliminated from the race. The other teams dash into the right Tim Hortons for the Chiller. Each racer has 5 minutes to drink a pre-made iced lemonade. Teams have to drink the iced lemonade through a straw, making for the perfect photo op.
That's the idea.
Oh, I see that.
Did you drop it?
No, just in case.
Oh, okay, good. Get a picture. Look.
Oh, get the picture.
Once they down their respective icy drinks, teams are given their clue to the next challenge. A canoe trip into Lake St. Clair awaits competitors at Mitchell's Bay for sink or swim. Teams have to carry their canoe into the water until they reach the first set of markers, where they then jump into their canoe and paddle out to a second set of markers. They then must retrieve a beach ball that's attached to the markers and head back to shore. With a name like Sea Bass and the Chicken, you'd think that they'd have this water thing down pat. To the contrary, Chris and Scott do eventually make it back to shore, but Chris is minus one critical piece of equipment.
I lost my glasses.
Oh, no. Well, if we find them, we'll make sure you get them back.
The nails on the chalkboard moment of the race comes courtesy of Trixie's Trigger. Once teams make it back to shore, they have to blow up the beach ball they've collected and hand it over to a child or stranger. Unfortunately for the Soul Sisters, they're eliminated from the competition. Next, competitors head south to Grand Point and LeClaire Hidden Hills Farm for rounding up Dolly. There, they're given a number, and they have to locate the goat with the same number. Once they've identified the right goat, teams have to get it into the pen in order to move on. And there is no shortage of techniques being used to get the goats into the enclosure.
Oh, there you go. Where's your password? Oh, this is so mean. I hate this.
Trixie's Trigger having a tough time corralling their furry friend, but they do eventually play nice.
That doesn't hurt him.
But luck is not on the side of Lady Luck. The team was the last pair of competitors to herd their goat into the pen.
So are we still going or are we done?
You guys are done. Aww.
They're given the boot, or in this case, the hoof. TJ Stables is the next stop on the amazing race, and rather than riding horses, teams have to hop to it and catch a frog in a nearby pond. Teams choosing to use a net are given a 1-minute penalty, and every team is opting for the net. Once teams locate their frog, they must get it into a hula hoop without using their hands or the net.
It's all fun and games till I step on a frog.
Don't step on our frog.
He's in. Yes.
Frog again.
No.
That way. Push him, Terry. Give him a flip.
Can I?
Yeah.
Hey, Can I use my feet? This is stupid. This is. You're hurting his
I'm not
leg.
hurting him. He's a frog.
I can almost hear that frog crying.
Mike.
He is crying.
Oh, look at that. And with that, all 7 teams move on, since Matt-tastic Squared somehow got lost on their way to TJ Stables. What happened to them remains a mystery. Luxurious limo service awaits the 7 remaining teams as they head to the final location of the day. Everyone enjoys the ride back to town, including Adam Vandermeer, who's choosing to rest up for the final series of challenges. Teams arrive at the Chatham Banquet and Conference Center, the home stretch. And greeting them there is Team Lickety Split, who were victorious in Tilbury earlier in the afternoon. The 8 teams participate in the end-of-day quiz, where they're asked a dozen trivia questions about the United Way of Chatham-Kent and events from earlier in the day. The top 5 teams move on.
There's 22 funded agencies, programs, and services in the community fund.
Oh.
Did anybody get it wrong? Run the World was the song, and it was by Beyonce. Karen Kirkwood White.
Yay, we got one.
Right on.
He's even shot.
And it takes a tie-breaking question to determine the 5th team to advance. And it's those Kent Goat Boys from Wabash that squeak into the next round, the Polar Bear Puzzle. Trixie's Trigger, Sea Bass and the Chicken, and Lickety Split are eliminated from the competition. In the Polar Bear Puzzle, teams start out with their arms in buckets of ice for 1 minute.
Oh my God. Has anyone tried this?
15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
One racer then buttons and unbuttons a shirt while their partner pieces together a puzzle.
Trying not to swear.
They then head back to the ice bucket for another dip in the tub before heading back to the table with the teams switching roles. The top 3 teams are in the finale.
Switching position, so whoever did the buttons is now doing the puzzle.
At this point, I don't feel it.
You have to 30 seconds. Have it verified, then unbutton it. Does that water feel good or does it feel cold? Go. Team 11 back to the table, followed by Team 6. Team 23 still having a hard time with the puzzle.
And it's Team Shortbread that celebrates first, their 2nd trip to the finale in as many years.
Nope, yeah, hurry up. Hurry up. Yep, that one.
Brent.
Wait.
Whoa.
So wet.
Skip and Chip are the next team to join the party along with Creek Connection. Where's the beer cart, and the Kent Goat boys will have to try again next year. The three teams are given instructions for the finale before engaging in the first event.
3, 2, 1, go!
Using bins of water provided, teams must transfer the water by tossing it from one sand pail to the other. They then take the water to the bucket hanging on their respective seesaw. Once enough water is in the bucket, the seesaw will raise a box, revealing the eggs needed for the next challenge.
There it goes. Oh.
It's getting interesting now. Creek Connection so far seems to have that flag the highest.
Creek Connection takes the early lead and head to challenge number 2. Teams are given a full carton of eggs, which they then have to toss to one another using a slingshot. Once the egg is caught, one team member runs it to the other end of the course.
So once these guys move to the second lap of this challenge.
Creek Connection making quick work of the egg toss and proceed to the last stage of the finale, the tire push. Teams have to return to the beginning of the course and push their tire end over end to the other end of the course. Even though Creek Connection is well ahead, Shortbread and Skip and Chip aren't about to give up.
Look at this, team number 16. Already into the third part, Creek Connection.
This is it.
They need to hump that tire all the way down to the end.
When teams reach the line with their tire, they have to roll it toward their target area where they'll crush the eggs they've just tossed. Bob and Christina take their time to get their tire lined up perfectly, but Bob doesn't quite have enough gas left in the tank. He'll need help from his partner to crush the eggs.
They're struggling. You can catch them. Let's go. Chip coming up now.
They almost get it. One more try should do it.
Roll it to the line.
Roll it to the line.
And all that's left for Creek Connection is to push their tire back to the start line, and victory is theirs. Congratulations to Christina and Bob Vandersloot, winners of the 2012 Chatham-Kent Amazing Race. Not to be outdone, Skip and Chip crossed the finish line in second place. And Shortbread, who came in second last year, placed a very respectable third. For all the racers, volunteers, and organizers, we hope you enjoyed the 2012 Chatham-Kent Amazing Race, and we'll see you again next year.
With our practice ideas, we thought that being at the Healthplex we'd be shooting basketballs. So we spent about 2 hours yesterday shooting basketballs for no reason. We've concluded that short white guys can't play basketball.
Good work, guys. Good work. Clear yourself through.
I did it!
Keep going.
We're only doing headshots, right?
How do you know this?
Toons does. Cartoons.
Oh, Toons does! Right, we're here. This has got to be it then, right? For sure! Goalie in! God, you're smart. Locations, but I just tried. We did this last year too, so I mean, really.
No cameras.
No cameras right now. No.
No comment.
We missed the spot. We carried past it. That goat thing sucks.
Greetings. signs that might have the word tune in it as well.
Beer store?
You do get a little tuning when you...
I've been tuned up at the beer store before. Hey!
Port line. Okay, so yeah, go that way. No, go that way. Carrie, seriously, when I'm already starting to go, why would I? I thought you knew the other side of town. Why? How would I know to go there? Do you want me to drive?